Thank you, Dr. Sachin. I'm spellbound and the kind of work, the collection of children what we have is really wonderful. It's good evening, children. Nice to be with all of you. Your enthusiasm is something which is amazing, and the tender age at which you have gotten into this journey of exploration into spirituality is something highly appreciated. I encourage each one of you best wishes, and I am sure you will all succeed very well in life. And this is a firm foundation which Dr. Sachin Ankal is providing you through our Guru Dr. Timappa Hegde, Swami Paramarthananda. So this is a kind of Guru lineage, uh, and with this, you are like getting amalgamated into this team at a very young age, and this will take you leaps and bounds in all spheres of your life. So you will succeed in all spheres of your life. That is my firm conviction. So with this, I will start off with the topic which I was told you are studying now is about Vibhuti Yoga, right?
Yes.
So now we'll, yes, so now we got this slide. So we rightly started with Guru Padaka Stotram, Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. So with this, we'll start exploring to what is this Vibhuti Yoga. Last 2-3 classes, you would have heard about Vibhuti and what are the God's manifestations and how all we will be able to think about God, pray to God, and sort of like meditate on God like that. So here you're seeing this wonderful world around us. See that forest, what you're seeing, the greenery, nice clouds, the sunlight. It's the top of a hill in between. And on the side you're seeing this globe. Can you identify the other ball-like structure there next to that?
The moon. Moon.
Very nice.
Moon.
Yeah. So see, they are hanging in space. What is holding these spheres in the space there? How they are rotating around each other, creating
Gravity.
morning,
But there is
evening.
no gravity.
Yes. So
Gravitational force. The gravity makes the earth round.
correct. So now just think about it. Yes, gravitation. Who has provided us gravitational force so that it won't fall down or it won't just go away, fly away somewhere?
For the magnetic field.
So if these things, the stars, sun, moon, have to be floating in this vast universe, and if this kind of trees, flowers, greenery is formed on top of a hill where no person is there around to water it, still it's such a green and nice and beautiful forest over there. The children around us, the flowers around us, the butterflies. So such a beautiful world we have around us. So if you see that, we can easily conclude that there must be somebody who has created this, right? Don't you think so? Suppose you go to your kitchen and open your fridge and you find a box, you find a container having gulab jamun. So if you see that, can gulab jamun appear out of nowhere in the fridge? Somebody should have done it, right? It's such a nice sweet is made available in the fridge. It just presupposes that somebody who should have created it. Somebody, mommy should have done it, or it is brought from somewhere where it is created, right? So that is that any beautiful thing what we see around us needs a creator. So that person or that uh, energy, that force, that supreme being which creates all the universe, world, all the beautiful things around us is called God. Okay, that is what we can define as God. So I have written 3 sentences here under Vibhuti Yoga. Can one of you read that? In the slide, are you able to see the slide?
God creates the world. God becomes the world. God appears as the world.
Okay, very nice, very nice. So now, which is the correct statement here?
God creates the world.
God creates the world.
All the three.
Very good. So, yeah, all the three are the correct statements. First step, yes, first step when we see the beautiful world around us, we realize that there must be somebody who has created the world. If you see the beautiful, juicy, tasty gulab jamun, you know somebody should have created it. You see a mobile phone or you see the laptop in front of you, somebody should have created it. It can't appear out of nowhere, right? So that's the first step. Such an intelligent creator, which is not obviously seen just next to us, but we are seeing what he has created. So that entity, that person, that supreme power is called God. So that's the first level of understanding is God creates the world. If God creates the entire world, not just things on the earth, the entire world, everything, the sun, moon, stars, sea, ocean, ice cream, whatever you can think of, everything is made by God.
Everything.
Everything is made by God. Then what does he make this world out of? If you have to make gulab jamun, you need sugar, you need powder, then you need some oven or something, and you heat it and create this. So you need some substance out of which this world is made out of. If God has created everything, then how will God create the universe? God has created everything. But he has to create everything using something, no? Like if you have to make a paper boat, you need a. Yes, Panchabhuta is also God. Yes, Panchabhuta is also God. Okay, so God has created Panchabhuta. So including Panchabhuta, everything is created by God. So God creates the world by manifesting as world. He becomes the world. A part of him becomes the world. So that's the second level of understanding is God becomes the world. Once we understand that whatever we are seeing all around us is part of God, then we will get a sort of reverence, a kind of bhakti towards everything what we see. Can you now we do one exercise? Can you just tell me one thing what you are seeing just in front of you right away?
Sir, in this screen or in our
Yes, you are seeing the screen. Then somebody else. You should not repeat.
laptop?
You are seeing laptop screen. Okay. Yeah, what else?
Laptop. Then kitchen.
Kitchen you are
Laptop.
seeing. Okay, then.
Kitchen.
Okay, no repetition.
Fridge.
Yes.
Books.
Child. Book, child.
Sir, I have a doubt.
What do you have? Dog.
No doubt. Doubt.
Okay, now I want you to tell whatever you are seeing in front of you, other than the screen. You can see by the side center. It can be people, person, or it can be
Magazine. My sofa, cushion, the clock, the mirror, the wall.
oh, so many things. So many things. Whatever you are seeing all around, all the things in some way is created by a supreme energy. It's all the God. God has become the world around us. Okay. And slowly we realize that it's not just he becoming the world, he appears as the world. If you see the screen or if you see the book next to it, if you open it, you won't see God. But underneath that book, inside that substance called book, that energy is there, which makes us see that as an object. Okay, that's the God appears as the world. So these are the three levels. And it's very difficult to comprehend something which we can't see. Okay, you're seeing everything, that's why you realize, okay, that's the reality. You're seeing something which is not seen. Can you see God?
No, we can't see.
How to see
Yes,
God?
we can see.
Yes,
In everything. Yes, we can see.
It is God, so we can see, but in different form.
right.
God
Very
will be
intelligent
with us.
children.
We see in the form. We see
Photo.
God in the form of all the other things we see.
Very good.
We see God in different forms.
Very good. So there are three ways in which we can see God.
Different
One
avatars.
is, yeah, what you see as Rama, Krishna, Hanuman, Ganesha. You see the form, right? You see those forms in the temple, right? So that is one way in which we can symbolize and see God. You saw Guru Padukas Stotram just now. So you saw that Padukas as a symbol of Guru. So if you see a red cross, what does it remind you of?
A hospital.
A hospital or something related to treatment. Okay, where you will get treated. Where if you are ill, you can go. So that is the symbol of medical establishment. Okay, and if you this thing, if you see a flag, you discussed it some time ago. What does it remind you of? If you see an Indian flag, our country. Okay, if you see the tricolor flag, it reminds.
Our country's flag.
Yes, Indian flag, tricolor. So if you see that, you get reminded of the whole of India. Like that, if you see a Hanuman statue, what will it get reminded of? You get reminded of the supreme energy, the force, all powerful God. So you symbolically you see the God in one form. Okay, so that's the first step. I'll go to the next slide. Go to the next slide, please. So we see the God as God is in the world, and in the next level we see world is in the God. Okay, have you heard of the story of Sri Krishna eating mud outside his house?
Yes. Yes.
So what will his mother say?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, mother will say, "Oh Krishna, why are you eating this? Open your mouth." No, mommy, I am not eating anything. Open your mouth. I want to see. And once he opens the eyes, what will she see inside his mouth?
The whole world.
Entire
The whole
universe.
world.
Whole
The
world
entire
is in the
universe.
God.
Whole universe.
Yes,
The
so
world.
all the sun, moon, everything was inside his mouth.
The biggest universe. The
Yes,
universe.
yes.
And in the
So that is
universe,
what
the
we can.
universe and the world.
Very good. So
With
if you see
Krishna on her
what,
lap,
yeah,
feeding him.
yes, that is Ishvara Mahima. That is Vibhuti. Seeing the water in the waves. If you see a wave, like these children are playing in the waves, ocean. Many of you would have seen ocean, right? So it will create waves. If you see the wave is made out of water, right? So if you see the wave and see the water in it, if you see anything around you, and if you imagine about the creator of that, so that is called Vibhuti, Ishvara Mahima, the glory of God. Okay, and suppose you see a glass of water in front of you. You see a glass of water in front of you, and you get reminded of the ocean with all the waves in it. Just see the water, but you realize that this is the same water which creates huge waves in a huge ocean. It's the same water. So that is the same water which is in your glass next to you, inside your comfort of your room. So if you see waves in water, that is Vishwarupa Darshana. You see something, but you imagine what all it can create. Okay? So those are the two aspects what we are going to study in the next 2-3 chapters in Gita. Okay. Next slide, please. Do you remember those days when before all this lockdown and all you used to go on holidays to your grandparents' place, friends' place, cousins' place, right? You need, yes, you pack your clothes, you pack everything, mommy will pack everything and keep for your comfort. Then you want to pack something on your own. What do you pack? You can't take all of your toys to your grandparents' place. Even though you want, you can't carry everything. So what will you carry? You will carry your favorite
Sir,
toy.
can I tell you something?
Yes, go ahead, Vishnu.
When I go to my native, when I pack my suitcase, I
Hmm.
always take my clothes
Hmm.
and I take it by myself, and which and my mama makes folds them, then I keep them, and
Yes.
I also take 4, 5, only 2, 3 toys. My favorite toys only I take.
Yeah. So when you, because why do you take those favorite toys? When you are place, when you get bored, when you see that toy, you will remember all the nice time you had playing with all your toys. That's a symbol of all the toys you have. Like that, we'll have one God to get remembered of all the toys you have, all the gods, all the manifestations of the Lord you see in one object. So that is the symbol, like your toy. Like many everything. Like next slide, please. So it can be your favorite fruit. Can you name your favorite fruit?
So my favorite fruit is
Mango.
mango.
My
Favorite
favorite fruit is
actually grapes.
my favorite
Mango
fruit
and
is
orange.
grape, blueberry, blackberry, strawberry.
Yes. So many,
Strawberry,
all
green
fruits are
grape,
very good. All
blueberry.
Favorite is guava, watermelon, and
watermelon.
mango, and even
Yes.
orange.
Favorite
So everybody has
is
their
Even
favorite.
grapes also.
All fruits are good and all fruits are healthy. But we all have our own favorite fruit. If we eat that, if we see that, we are reminded of all the goodness, the sweetness, and the pleasure what we get out of it. So that's the symbol. Like that, if we pray to one God, we are remembering all the manifestations of the Lord. Next slide, please. So this was one thing which got covered in the previous picture. Banana. This is one of my favorite fruits. Can anyone of you recognize the great person on the right side of the slide?
Banana. Narayan.
Banana is on one side. Who is on the other side? There's one person there.
Narayan.
Narayan.
He is the great Bhakta.
This
Bhakta Kanakadasa. Have you heard of him?
No, sir.
Yes, sir. Narayan.
He was one of the big saint in Karnataka. Yes,
Yes, I have heard of
praise of the Lord.
heard of Bhakta Kanakdasa. I even know his story.
Very nice. So there is one story which I
Sir,
want to tell about him.
he's only the person, no, sir, who was sitting on the branch of the tree and cutting the same branch.
No, that is of a Kalidasa. That was a poet. That was a poet. No, this is
He can cause rain, and even he can light diyas.
this person. When he was a when he was a student in his Guru's ashram, the Guru gave all the children who are this is like a Gurukula. Gurukula means like a school.
Can I tell something, sir?
Yes, go ahead.
You see the Kanakdasa, his guru asked when he was little, his guru asked to eat the banana, but tomorrow will be a fast. I will give you this banana. You have to eat it. Day after tomorrow, when you will break the fast. But remember, no one should see you.
No one should see you. That's the story I wanted to tell you.
Is that
So
the story?
he gives this bananas to all his students and asks you should go and eat in a place where nobody should be seeing you. So all other children will go happily into a cave. They will go. One will go on a tree. One will go behind inside his room. One will cover with a blanket and eat. But Kanakadasa will come back and says, "Sorry, Guruji, I didn't find a place to eat this." Then all children started laughing at him. Why he wasted a wonderful opportunity to eat a nice fruit. Then when Guru asked, why Kanaka, why didn't you eat? Then Kanaka will say that that there, sorry, Guruji, I didn't find a place where nobody could see me, because wherever I went, there was God. That was the realization he had. So next, the next slide, please. I will show you a quiz. Whoever answers first, we will see. Okay, I am talking about something around us. It is not a vegetable or fruit, because we were just discussing about it. It does not grow in plant or tree. It does not perish easily, means it doesn't get destroyed easily. We need it in most of our foods. Okay, it is there in almost all of our food items.
God. God.
God is there, but this is the substance I am talking about. Taste. What taste? Any taste. So the somebody clearly mentioned the salt. Yeah, salt is not a vegetable. It won't get destroyed easily, but we need it, and it's there in
Sir,
most
even
of our food
taste.
items. Like,
Sir,
yes.
it is
So what
taste
taste?
and God.
Yes. So go to
It
the
is
next
taste
slide,
and God.
please. Yeah. So now when we are thinking of God, we are looking at that supreme power, which is there always, which does not die, which is real, which is there in every object around us, whether it is the pen, book, phone, dog, tree, everything. So it should be there. Yes. So that, yes. So if we have to think of something, that is called God.
God.
It does not change. It will always remain the same. Next slide, please. So the seniors among you will realize the names, technical names for that. When it is called eternal, it's called Nitya. And it is reality, it's called Satya. It does not change, it's called Nirvikara. Okay. Sarvagata means it's there, all pervading. Whatever we see all around us, inside that God is there. Okay. So that's the quiz about finding God. Think about it slowly. With every passing year, you'll realize much more about the manifestations of God. Next slide, please. So this is another experiment. You take a glass of water and put salt into it and mix it with a spoon. After some time, you will not see salt. Where did the salt go?
It completely dissolves in the water.
Completely dissolves in the water. How do you know where the salt is?
Completely dissolved in the water.
It gets mixed with
Mixed,
water.
and it becomes dissolved totally. So you take a drop of water.
And makes a mixture.
You take a drop of water and put it on your tongue. Will you feel that taste of salt?
Yes, we will feel.
You will feel the taste of salt. So in the
Sir,
likewise, in the
we
same
will
way,
feel.
yes, in the same way, even though we won't see God in the substance as things around us, if we want to see that, even a bit of it, any bit of the world around us, if we want to see God in it, if we have that sense, like to sense salt, you need sense of taste. To see something, you need sense of eye. To hear something, you need sense of ear. Like that, if you have that sense of God, we can see Him in everything around us. So can you, on the right side, you see a sculpture that's made out of stone. Can you, can anybody tell what is the God?
Narasimha.
So there is one little boy.
Narasimha.
Little boy is,
Narasimha.
yes, there is one little boy next to him. Yeah. Bhakta Prahlada. So his father will ask him, he was a demon king, Hiranyakashipu. He keeps asking him, where is God? You always pray to God, you always pray to Hari. So show me, where is your God? Is he there here? Is he there here? Then he says, there everywhere, father. And then is he there in this pillar? Then he says, yes, he's there in the pillar also. Then he breaks open the pillar with his gada, and out of that comes Narasimha to teach this ignorant demon king a lesson. So that's how Narasimha Narasimha comes and teaches lesson to Hiranyakashipu. So God, where is God?
Everywhere.
You think God is nowhere, but He is there now, here, everywhere. Very good. Next slide, please. So these are the vibhutis we saw. Okay. So when we have less amount of knowledge, no, we will not be able to think as we go further. When you study further in your mathematics or science something, so that learning is much different. What you know right now is very less. Even the terms what we use, even the words what we use. You see this small child here, he is so happy eating food, so he knows only two words. When he is thirsty, he says, like what do they say for water? Abu, abu, I want abu, like that. And when he wants food, he says, oh, mom, 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 like that. So he knows only these two words, right? So if, and in his word, out of these two, mom, mom is a better thing because it's very tasty. He is so happy to have it. Like that, when we have a limited amount of words, limited knowledge, then we will have to, like, suppose you have a younger brother or sister like him. Do you have younger children in your house? Anyone
Yes,
of you
sir.
have seen? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And
Yes,
so,
sir. I have a baby sister.
yes. So suppose mother, mummy says, so if you keep your brother quiet, then we'll go and have fruit salad in the outside hotel. So you know what fruit salad is, but you can't explain. You keep quiet. If you keep quiet, mummy will take us and give us fruit salad. He won't understand. You'll have to tell him. If you keep quiet, you'll get mum. So then he will keep quiet because he knows only that. So like that, in the world also, when we don't know something which is beyond our capability to see, we'll have to keep some symbol which we know of. So we know Murti of Hanuman. We know Om symbol. Okay, we know a tree, a beautiful tree. It may be a beautiful flower. So you need to keep this, what you can see and perceive, as a symbol of something which you will realize much later. When you grow, when this child grows, this child will understand what fruit salad is. Like that, when we grow beyond what we know at present, we will know the presence of God everywhere. Till that time, we need to have a symbol. And that symbol is called Vibhuti. So what are the various vibhutis which Sri Krishna is going to explain to Arjuna? We'll see those in next verses which you are going to explain today, right? Do you think to me?
Thank
Do you
you.
understand?
Yes, completely we
Very
understood.
good. Ah, very good.
We will
Thank you. Thank you
thank
very
you
much.
very
Please
much.
go ahead with going with what Sri Krishna explains about various vibhutis. In his day and time, what were the most attractive ones? He will explain Arjuna that those represent God.